The rightful response over these 7 murdered aid workers contrasts sharply with the muted response to the many deaths in Gaza.
3 British men, John Chapman, James Henderson and James Kirby, were among those killed when a convoy carrying staff from World Central Kitchen was hit on Monday.
One of those killed was a dual American and Canadian citizen, Jacob Flickinger. His dad is American, his mom is Canadian.
More than 32,000 Palestinians who have been killed include the deaths of at least 90 Palestinian journalists, 200 aid workers, and 13,000 children. And this doesn't include the thousands of lives that are now just decomposing bodies under the rubble. On June 14th, a boat sank near Greece, leading to the confirmed death of at least 82 refugees and migrants, and with up to 500 more presumed dead. Just 4 days later, June 18th, while still looking for the bodies of the refugees, a deep-sea submersible carrying 5 people on a voyage to the Titanic imploded, killing all aboard instantly. And again, the lack of coverage was predictable.
There's a potential tragedy unfolding with a submarine that is getting, minute-to-minute coverage all around the world. And it's understandable because obviously we all want and pray that those folks are rescued. But the fact that that's gotten so much more attention than 700 people who sank.
And the coverage of the Ukraine-Russia war in 2022, when a CBS News reporter said,
"This isn't a place, with all due respect, like Iraq or Afghanistan, that has seen conflict raging for decades. This is a relatively civilized, relatively European, I have to choose those words carefully too, city where you wouldn't expect that or hope that it's going to happen."
And an NBC correspondent said,
"Just to put it bluntly, these are not refugees from Syria. Quite frankly, is part of it. These are Christians, they're white."
So why is it that some victims are deemed more worthy of attention and mourning than others? And does the systemic bias allow the ongoing slaughter of Palestinians to be largely ignored or downplayed by those in power? The question that lingers is, how can we break this cycle of selective outrage and challenge the racist underpinnings that allow the continued devaluation of non-white life?